Welcome back to Field Sports Scotland. I'm Davey T. I'm here giving you the second part 2 of our Zeiss Conquest V6 2.5 to 12 by 56 ASV rifle scope. And this is our little review. As you see, I'm fitting the scope on here. I've took the older Swarovski off my Tikka 270, and on this episode we'll do a little bit of testing, a little bit of shooting out to range. Hope you enjoy, and I'll come back to you a little bit later. So here we are, going to zero the Zeiss Conquest V6 2.5 to 12 by 56. There's a 2-inch target. That's the board. It's quite windy. I've got about a 15 mile per hour westerly wind, so it'll be behind me. I'll stick it down there. I'm going to zero at 100 and then we're going to test it out to 200. That fence line over there is 200 and hopefully we'll zero fine. Let's see how it goes. Well guys, I'm here down at one of the fields. Got a target set up. This is going to be the first initial response on first time usage in the field of the Zeiss Conquest 2.5 to 15 by 56, the V6 model with the ASV turret. Now, my job today is to zero it and quite honestly, before we take it out on the field and start testing it. It's a bit windy today for to take it out to further ranges to get a good accurate go on how it works. First initial view though, its clarity is very good. Clarity is amazing, so that is one good thing. I've just had a look through the scope. And honestly, the eye focus is spot on. just crystal clear on that target. And I'm aiming at a 2-inch target. Yeah, I'm a lefty, for any of you guys out there wondering. This is a Tikka T3 270. Make sure it's safe. Get the stones from away from under me. I've bore sighted this already at 25 yards. Let's see how far off we are. Honestly, first shot after bore sighting, I am literally just off the 2-inch target. So we need to go up. Possibly work it up to current, up to, and to the left 3. So let's try this. We'll take it up 3. And we'll go left. Now, I will be very surprised if this, after bore sighting, is... I'll tell you a bit about the round. It's a home load. It's a 130 grain Sierra Pro Hunter. 52 grains of... 54 grain of Reloader 19. Yeah, Alliant Reloader 19 powder. The brass, this is once fired federal brass. And it seems to be spot on the way it groups very well with this rifle, but I haven't really come across much that doesn't group with this rifle. So here we go again. Let's see after the adjustments. We went up a little high, so we'll come back down 1. Right, we're going to analyse this board, the 100 metres. This is from cold barrel and just after bore sight, straight after fitting. So it just shows you that the fitting of the scope wasn't that bad. So that was my first shot there. I adjusted, obviously didn't adjust enough, but I adjusted for elevation first and tried to estimate. That very first shot is 3.5 inches off the centre bill. Then, when after adjustment, that was my second shot. I readjusted. That was my third shot. As you remember in the video, I decided to come back a click, and that was my fourth shot. Obviously taking it out to the 1.5 inch mark. So decided, right, okay, we'll click back left, and that was my fifth shot there. Now, genuinely it could do with coming up a click. I'm going to take one more shot and see if that'll take me up a click. But, and that will be perfect, I think. I think I gently pulled that shot, so I didn't really need to adjust. Should have just brought it up one. It's hard to see when you're just looking through the scope, but all these are within a 2-inch mark. Interesting. converted a short stock in to a roebuck as I promised. Seem to have paired up with a doe. Just going to go over and find it now. Kind of interested. The Zeiss scope, clear as day. It's starting to get low light as well, so it's quite good. We'll see how this works out. Young cull buck. The Zeiss scope. Very nice buck, but maybe can't really see it very well, but I have a A4 sheet of paper on a board, 500 yards. I will move the sheep. 500 yards up there. Just going to do the calculations just now on my phone, and we'll check this turret and see. I've got about a 10 mile per hour wind behind me, so I don't know how that's going to affect things. We'll see. I've got a bit of a cold today, but we'll get rid of these lambs and sheep first. Right, got a target set up here at 500 yards. I'm going to fire a couple of rounds. I've already checked the clarity and took one shot already. It's pulling slightly to the right because of the wind. The wind's about 8 mile per hour, so we're pulling to the right. So I'm going to put another couple of rounds down. Scope adjustment is it. I'm going to put it to 30 clicks. 30 clicks and put 2 rounds down, and we'll see how we get on. And what we got in here. That's an empty. Box. Now, this round here is a hunting round. It is a low ballistic coefficient at 0.37ish, 373 or 370 or something like that. I can't remember. It's a home load. It's flying at 2900 FPS, which is really a good hunting round. Now, a lot of guys say that you cannot get these accurate on the 270 past 500, past 400. Well, I'm quite happy to test this out to 500 today. I've already taken a shot. I'm on paper. I'm not on the 2-inch target, but I'm on paper. A lot of that I think is to do with the wind. Wind's dropped a little bit again, but it could be different at 500 yards down the line. So what we're going to do is do a couple of shots down, take the quad down, and we'll see how we get on. Huge, not really high hopes, but as long as I'm hitting that A4 sheet of paper, I don't care. I've got a board up there. I've already sighted in. The test today is genuinely check the turret accuracy, but to see if it will improve the capability of a 270 rifle, to be fair. But it's also to check the clarity at 500 yards. Now, I'm looking at a 2-inch target down there, and it's amazing clarity. I'll try and get some footage if I can find the other bipod down the scope, or if I set up my little scope rig and see if that works. As I said, 130 grain bullet, not a huge coefficient, not the ideal rifle either for this kind of target. And you'd be better with a 308 or a 6.5, maybe not even the 308, 6.5, even the 243 would be better than this. But we're going to give it a go. 500 yards. Should be a piece of cake. As I said, clicks 30 using the app. It did say 29, but with this wind I'm gonna give myself a kind of may have pulled that one slightly, but right. Let's go and see how that works. Where the vehicles are, that's 500 yards. Even at full 8 times power on my phone, the vehicles still look small. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little bit of footage that we had there of some of the field testing and just a little short part about the little roebuck stock. I'm going to run you through how the zero turret works. Now, first of all, you have to take this top cap off. As you can see, it takes a hex screw. The reason for it to take this top cap off is so it allows you to get access to the inner turret. Taking the screw off gently, you'll lift the outer cap and that will release the inner turret, which you can stick back into the scope. As you see, there's the inner part of the scope. We take the inner turret out of the inside of the outer cap and replace it back onto the scope itself. That little pin there that you see is actually part of the zero stop. So if you stick that to the left hand side of that other pin that you see down at the inside the scope itself, just like that, that will give you your zero stop. It's best to zero your scope with the turret off. I did it with the turret on, but with the outer turret on you can set the zero stop afterwards if you're not wanting to do it in the field, because doing it in the field you can risk taking a couple of shots and that inner turret coming off. But if you're in a range situation, you'll be able to do that, no problem. So that's how you adjust your elevation. Once you've adjusted your elevation in regards to the when you're out in the range for 0, then you just replace the turret, aligning the 2 metal pins up against each other, as you see that one on the lower bit, and then you'll see the other pin. Make sure the pin on your inner turret is on the left hand side of that pin on the inside attached to the scope. And that's how you set your 0 stop. So when you turn it back to 0, you can't go any further back, so you can do it blind if you need be. Once you have set your 0 and you've set the 0 stop and the 2 pins together, then all you need to do is put the outer cut back on, line it up with the dot on the scope, line the 0 up with the dot on the scope, and screw it down and secure it. And there you have your 0 stop set for any future use. And on the Zeiss Conquest V6, you have a full 75 clicks, allowing you to do long range elevation if need be. Very, very simple. Once your 0 stop is set, you can then use the app for all the data. Here we go with the app. Right, I'm down at the range and I am going to show you how to work the app. I'm actually not at the range, I'm in one of the fields, one of the labbing fields, as you'll see in the videos. I've set up a board with an A4 sheet of paper that has a 2-inch target on it, and it's set at 500 yards and it's on a heavy bank, so we're going to see how it is. But I'm going to run you through the app just now while I'm here. So first of all, we'll open the Zeiss Hunting app. You can download that from the Play Store. As you can see, it's there. First of all, there's a diary. We have a diary here. You can add new entries and stuff to keep a track of all your kind of shooting and zeroing and all things like that, which is great. You can set up ballistic profiles. As you see, I've set up 22LR, 6.5, 270, 243 and various others. If you have a product that can connect via Bluetooth, the product I'm using today can't, you can set it all up here. You can connect it, you can sort out your ballistics and your display and things like that, which is absolutely excellent. And your products. This is a scope I'll be testing today here. This is the Conquest V6 2.5 15 by 56. And a good thing it does here is it calculates your current location's weather, and it literally has just started to rain. 11 degrees, 8 ms southwesterly, which is behind us technically. It's slightly coming from the right of us from the direction we'll be shooting. And you can actually set out your location, your hunting locations and stuff like that. So your compass is there, that's the angle I'll be shooting at. so I will be kind of shooting once it gets its, there we go. I'm basically looking, should be looking south-southeast-ish. I'm not sure how accurate the compass is when you're playing with your phone. But there we go. And that is the app. So what we're going to look at today is we're using the 270. So we'll update the conditions. It said it was 8, not 80. 74% humidity, wind direction, I think it's, I don't know, I'll just set it, so I'll work it. So here we go, we have the ASV turret. And what we'll be looking at, 500, so it's 29 clicks. Roughly about 29 clicks on the ASV. That's minus 129.6. And we're yards. I'm using yards, not meters here, and the thing says meters, so I've got to do the calculation on there. So we're roughly about 29 clicks. So we'll check that out. So I'm just going to move the sheet, and I'll run you through. There's the table. The table's there. It gives you an idea of your meters and distance. Allows you to check your drop in clicks. 13. We thought 26. It'd be 425 meters. 29 is 450 meters. So 29 clicks. Is roughly about 500 yards. We'll work that out when we're out there. Reticle, Zeiss reticles. The one I'm using is actually just a standard number 6 reticle, so doesn't really, I don't have any of this here. And then you can take your shot pictures. You can walk up and take your shots. I'm getting a bit of interest from the sheet, and I will go and set up this range and move the sheet further up. Should be okay, but I'm going to move them because I don't like shooting over the top of them. So I'll speak to you all later. So there we have it, folks. There's the Zeiss Conquest V6 2.5 to 15 by 56 ASV. Probably one of the best scopes I've ever actually had to review. It was a great pleasure actually using it. I think I covered all the most of the technical stuff in part 1 of the videos, and part 2 I think you got a good idea how I was going about things. There's a lot more footage that I could add. I could possibly do a part 3 for some of the stocks and things like that, but I think I covered most of everything, and you can pick up my actual written review on www.fieldsportscotland.com, where you'll see that. Anyway, thanks again for spending the time and watching my video, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like my Facebook page at fieldsportscotland.com, and go and check out my reviews and stuff like that on fieldsportscotland.com. So, hope you all have a good night, and I will leave you to it.